6. Second part, I got cut out on the scope, so now I'm on to number 6. I was on number 5 before. Ton of refrigeration is the removal of heat at a rate of 12,000 BTU per 522 CMR 9.00. 1 ton of refrigeration is equal to 1 horsepower, or 1 horsepower is equal to 1 ton of refrigeration. Number 7. Existing installations. The following rules apply to all refrigeration and air conditioning systems which were in use or installed ready for use prior to the date upon which the rules adopted by the Board of Boiler Rules in accordance with the provisions of ST 1963 C 561 as amended by ST 1971 C 570 become effective. All existing installations shall be equipped with pressure relief devices as are required by 522 CMR 12.00 for new installations. Masks or helmets shall be provided as required by 522 CMR 9.90 for new installations. Any modifications made to existing systems shall be in accordance with the rules for new installations. Number 8. Field inspections. Field inspections of refrigeration and air conditioning systems in Massachusetts shall be made only by district engineering inspectors in the employ of the Division of Inspections of the Department of Public Safety, or by a commissioned inspector holding a certificate of competency issued by the Department of Public Safety of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Alright guys, that was the general provisions. So that will do just that, and moves on. The next thing is definitions. I'm gonna go as long as the video lets me, and then wherever I get cut off, I will start from there again. So 9.03 definitions. Adsorber is the part of the low side of an absorption system used for adsorbing vapor refrigerant. Absorption system, C 522 CMR 9.03 59A. Approved means sanctioned or accepted by the Board of Boiler Rules. An approved nationally recognized testing laboratory is one acceptable to the Board of Boiler Rules that provides uniform testing and examination procedures under established standards. It's properly organized, equipped, and qualified for testing, and has a follow-up inspection service of the current production of the listed products. ASME Code. The Boiler and Pressure Vessel Code of the American Society of Mechanical Engineers, Section 1 of the Code, 1980 edition, with the summer addenda of Section 1, Power Boilers of the ASME Code. Section 2 of the Code, 1980 edition, with summer addenda of Section 2, Material Specification of the ASME Code, A, B, and C. Section 8 of the Code, 1980 edition, with summer addenda of the on-fire pressure vessels of the ASME Code, Division 1. Section 9 of the Code, 1980 edition, with summer addenda of Section 9, Welding Qualifications of the ASME Code. Authorized manufacturer. A manufacturer who has registered with the Board of Boiler Rules and has been authorized by the Board to build pressure vessels for use in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Braced joint. For the purpose of 522 CMR 9.00 is a gas-tight joint obtained by the joining of metal parts with alloys which melt at temperatures higher than 1000 degrees but less than the melting temperature of the joint parts. Brine is any liquid used for the transmission of heat without a change in its state, having no flash point or a flash point above 100 degrees Fahrenheit, determined by the American Society for Tested Materials Method D93, C522 CMR 9.90. Commissioned Inspector. Commissioned Inspector A District Engineer Inspector employed by the Division of Inspection, Department of Public Safety, Commonwealth of Massachusetts, or B. An inspector holding a certificate of competency as a boiler inspector issued him by the Division of Inspection to field inspect pressure vessels within the Commonwealth or to make shop inspections in the shop of authorized manufacturers while employed by the authorized insurance company named on the certificate, or C. An inspector employed by an authorized insurance company who holds a current commission issued him by the National Board, or such other inspectors holding a National Board commissions as are approved by the Chief of Inspections. Companion or block valves are pairs of mating stop valves, valving off sections of systems and arranged so that these sections may be joined before opening these valves or separated after closing them. Compressor is a specific machine with or without accessories for compressing a given refrigerant vapor. Compressor unit is a condensing unit less the condenser and liquid receiver. Condenser is a vessel or arrangement of pipe or tubing in which vaporized refrigerant is liquefied by the removal of heat. Condensing unit is a specific refrigerating machine combination for a given refrigerant consisting of one or more power-driven compressors, condensers, liquid receivers when required, and irregularly furnished accessories. Container is a cylinder for the transportation of refrigerant. See 522 CMR 9.90. Department store is the entire space occupied by one tenant or more than one tenant in an individual store where more than 100 persons commonly assemble on other than the street level floor for the purpose of buying personal wearables and other merchandise. Design working pressure is the maximum allowable working pressure for which a specific part of a system is designed. Direct systems. See 522 CMR 9.90. Double indirect vented open spray system. See 522 CMR 9.90. Double or secondary refrigerants. See 522 CMR 9.90. Duct is a tube or conduit used for conveying or encasing purposes as specifically defined below. A. Air duct is a tube or conduit used for conveying air. The air passages of self-contained systems are not to be construed as air ducts. B. Pipe duct is a tube or conduit used for encasing pipe. C. Wire duct is a tube or conduit used for encasing either moving or stationary wire, rope, etc. Entrance is a confined passageway immediately adjacent to the door through which people enter a building. Evaporator is that part of the system in which liquid refrigerant is vaporized to produce refrigeration. Exit is a confined passageway immediately adjacent to the door through which people leave a building. Expansion coil is an evaporator constructed of pipe or tubing. Fusible plug is a device having a predetermined temperature fusible member for the relief of pressure. Generator is any device equipped with a heating element used in the refrigerating system to increase the pressure of refrigerant in its gas or vapor state for the purpose of liquefying the refrigerant. Hallway is a corridor for the passage of people. High side means the part of a refrigerating system under condenser pressure. Humanly occupied space is a space normally frequented or occupied by people, by excluding machinery rooms and walk-in coolers used primarily for refrigerated storage. Indirect closed surface system, see 522 CMR 9.90. Indirect open spray system, see 522 CMR 9.90. Indirect system, see 522 CMR 9.90. Indirect vented closed surface system, see 522 CMR 9.90. Internal gross volume is the volume as determined from internal dimensions of the container with no allowance for volume or of internal parts. Limited charge system is a system in which, with the compressor idle, the internal volume and total refrigerant charge are such that the design working pressure will not be exceeded by complete evaporation of the refrigerant charge. Liquid receiver is a vessel permanently connected to a system by inlet and outlet pipes for storage of a liquid refrigerant. Lobby is a waiting room or large hallway serving as a waiting room. Low side means the part of a refrigerating system under evaporator pressure. Machinery is the refrigerating equipment forming a part of the refrigerating system, including any or all of the following: compressor, condenser, generator, absorber, liquid receiver, connecting pipe, or evaporator. Machinery room, as required by 522 CMR 9.90, is a room in which a refrigerating system is permanently installed and operated, but not including evaporators located in a cold storage room, refrigerator box, air-cooled space, or other enclosed space. Closet solely contained within and opening only into a room shall not be considered machinery rooms, but shall be considered a part of the machinery room in which they are contained or open into. It is not the inlet of this definition to cause the space in which a self-contained system is located to be classified as a machinery room. See 522 CMR 9.90. Machinery room class T, as required by 522 CMR 9.90, is a room having machinery but no flame producing apparatus, permanently installed and operated, and also conforming to the following: A. Any doors communicating with the building shall be approved self-closing, tight-fitting fire doors. B. Walls, floors, and ceilings shall be tight and of not less than 1 hour fire-resistive construction. C. It shall have an exit door which opens directly to the outer air or through a vestibule-type exit equipped with self-closing, tight-fitting doors. D. Exterior openings, if present, shall not be under any fire escape or any open stairways. E. All pipes piercing the interior walls, ceiling, or floor of such room shall be tightly sealed into the walls, ceilings, or floor through which they pass. F. Emergency remote controls to stop the action of the refrigerant compressor shall be provided and located immediately outside the machinery room. G. An independent mechanical means shall be provided for ventilation. See 522 CMR 9.03. H. Emergency remote controls for the mechanical means of ventilation shall be provided and located outside the machinery room. Okay, I'm going to continue the definitions, but I'm running out of time right now, so I am going to end this one now.